allowed an application by the Internal Affairs Unit of the National Police Service to have 4 officers from the disbanded Special Service Unit detained as investigations take place. The officers, through their lawyers, had sought to have the application dismissed, saying that it can only be made by the Director of Public Prosecutions and the Independent Oversight Authority. And as Martin Mwangi reports, the defense has now vowed to appeal against the ruling.
In her ruling, Kahawa Law Court's Principal Magistrate Diana Mochache held that the Internal Affairs Unit of the Police Service can investigate and forward its findings to the DPP or the Inspector General of Police for further action.
Yes. Good morning, Your Honor.
The unit had made an application to have the 4 officers from the disbanded Special Service Unit detained for 30 days so as to conclude investigations. The 4 were arrested on Friday, 21st October, in connection with the disappearance of 2 Indian nationals and a Kenyan on July 22nd and 23rd. The defense had opposed the application, arguing that it is the mandate of the ODPP and IPOA to investigate and file charges against the officers.
The respondents have submitted that the IAU cannot investigate the offense of abduction. I do not agree. The unit can investigate, but upon completion, they must hand over the outcome to the IG or the DPP. To my understanding, the application before court is meant to facilitate the investigations and cannot be said to be an abuse of the court process.
The court has also allowed the families of the victims to be involved in the matter.
The matter before court is not one of a civil nature as submitted by the Respondents' Council. The investigations are criminal in nature insofar as they seek to unravel the mysteries surrounding the disappearance of 3 victims. The victims' family are therefore permitted under the Constitution as well as the Victims Protection Act to make interventions within the parameters set out by this court.
The defense, led by Danstan Omari, has objected the ruling and vowed to make an appeal at the High Court, despite being given 2 days until Friday to file a replying affidavit to the application.
We shall be before this court on Friday at 11 a.m. to argue that application. But meanwhile, before that, we shall be moving to the High Court today, and therefore by tomorrow we shall know whether the High Court has agreed with us, or if the High Court has not agreed with us, we have full instructions to move to the Court of Appeal and to the Supreme Court.
According to the prosecution, preliminary investigations have placed the 4 officers, their vehicles, and other perpetrators at the scene of the crime and the possible location where the bodies of the IT experts and their driver were dumped in Aberdare Forest. Martin Mwangi, NTV.